Hello and welcome to the Should You Buy for the Solaris 7 Hero Mech Pack. We're going to take a look at the pack, what its price is, what mechs are in it, are they new and unique for these heroes, what do they add to those chassis, and whether or not you should buy this pack. Now to preface this is actually a pretty good deal just looking at the numbers of it. You're getting 7 heroes for $30. Normally you would be paying, say, a $15 add-on pack for a single hero with a mech pack. So this is 7 heroes for the price of 2, if you're looking at mech pack numbers. Now some of the heroes are cheaper in game because they're lighter and therefore their MC values are lower, and really maybe they're not worth that full 15 like they would be in a pre-order store. But still, there's a lot of hero here for this price. Let's go through the entire thing. This is a Solaris 7 Hero Pack. It is $30 and it ships on April 17th, 2018, which is the release date of Solaris 7 being added to the game, which they have mentioned in the most recent roadmap, which went up the same night as this pre-sale page. You get 7 hero mechs with unique hardpoints in the C-Build boost, 7 mech bays in order to house those mechs. You get 3 Warhorns featuring taunts, Folly FX, and crowd reactions. So brand new Warhorns that maybe, well, probably not only accessible through this, they'll probably be purchasable later, but you get them immediately. You get a standing boosted item, which gives you plus 5% accolades. Premium time will also give you 5% accolades boost. So I'm guessing accolades are some new currency that they're going to be adding with Solaris 7. So if you put this standing item in your particular mech that you're using in Solaris, you will be able to get that currency faster. And if you have premium time, they'll most likely stack for a full 10% increase. 10% doesn't sound like a lot, but hey, every little bit counts, and it's just another value-added item. We have 6 Solaris-based sponsor decals, which we can see down here for the different sponsors that are going to be in Solaris, and we can see what the Warhorns are going to look like. And we have these 7 mechs here. So we have the Atlas, the Griffon, the Rifleman, the Urban Mech, the Mad Dog, the Firestarter, and the Banshee. Interesting that it is all IS except for a single clanner with the Mad Dog. So let us take a look at the individual mechs here, starting off with the Atlas, the AS7KR Kraken. Now, to put the hardpoints down here, so we have to continue scrolling down. It has a total of 5 energy across the mech, 1 in the left arm, 2 in the right arm, 2 in the center torso, 2 missile in the left torso, and 1 ballistic in the right torso. Now, I'm not that excited about this particular variant. The hardpoints are okay. You could do something like having AC-20 and SERM-6s and sort of tie those together in a single weapon group and just have it be your close range alpha strike. Put on like 4 medium pulse with that, a pretty decent engine, run into combat, able to do some damage that way. That seems reasonable. You could also do some sort of ballistic energy thing because you do have 3 of the energy in the arms, so you can put on enough larger energy weapons. The center torso energy are crit limited in the sense that you only have 2 slots. So if you want to use both those energies, you have to put in single slot energy weapons, which limits it for the maximum size to basically be medium or small style lasers. So, but you can also just put a single weapon in that CT with like a snub-nosed PPC or something along those lines, or a large laser. There's some options here. Not that crazy about this particular mech, but it can brawl. It depends on what they do for the quirks for this particular Atlas. Moving on to the Griffon, the Ares, which Ares is a god of war or something like that, if I'm not mistaken. We have 4 energy, 2 in the left arm, 2 in the right arm, and 2 missile, 2 in the right torso. This mech is capable of taking jump jets. It feels pretty light for hardpoints for me. 4 energy, 2 missile. 2 CERM 6 and like 4 medium pulse is going to be like, maybe it's brawl build, but it feels kind of light in terms of like, maybe I want another like CERM 6 on there in order to make that feel good. Yeah, maybe something with MRMs, or if you want to, LRMs could work on this mech. You could also just say screw the missiles and just go full energy, as you do have all those energies in arms where they are nice and have tons of space. So you can do like 4 lasers of some kind, like triple large pulse laser and an ER medium, and put a bunch of heat sinks in it with a decent engine, something along those lines. So it's an okay mech. There's other Griffons that do basically what it's trying to do better, I feel. The Griffon Sparky, the other hero, does the energy better, as it has 6 and they're better distributed throughout the mech. The other Griffons have more missile hardpoints. They'll probably brawl better with SRMs and such. But maybe this one has a niche with MRMs or LRMs. Who knows? Depends on how they quirk it, I feel. The Rifleman, I'm pretty good with this one. I like this one. It's the Dow Breaker. We have 5 energy, 2 in the left arm, 1 in the left torso, 1 in the right torso, and 1 in the right arm, along with 3 ballistic, 1 in the left arm and 2 in the right arm. It's right side biased. I like those kind of mechs because that's just how I play, peeking out around the right side of stuff. But you can do a fair amount of builds with this. You can do things like triple AC5, like double UAC 5, maybe a UAC 2 with that as well, double UAC 5 energy weapons, just double UAC 10s, single Gauss with some lasers backup. You can do some good stuff on this mech. It is highly capable. So there's a lot of builds that I can see for this that I personally have run on Riflemans and would like to run on Riflemans. And if I can do that on a mech with 30% additional C-bills, that's great. It certainly isn't anything new and exciting to Riflemans, but if you like them and you want to do them with 30% C-bills, this is a decent alternative to the Legend Killer. Next up, we have another hero Irby, the Street Sweeper. This one has 3 energy, all in the left arm, and 2 ballistic, all in the right arm, and it is capable of taking jump jets. Now, I don't feel like this is maybe enough. It feels like a pretty weak Irby for me. The K9 is way better at, saying, doing mass medium pulse lasers. It doesn't feel like there's enough ballistic there to do mass machine guns. If it had maybe 3 or 4, then you could start going like, yeah, this is pretty decent. If it had 3 energy, 4 ballistic, cool. You could do some medium pulse and heavy machine gun combos, something along those lines. But I don't know. You could definitely do like pair PPCs in this. You're going to have about, 14 tons of pod space if you take the max size XL engine in this thing. You want to be moving quickly, of course, because, it's an Irby. You don't want to be really slow with a standard 60 engine. I think similarly, like all of the other Irbies, this is going to have a lot of armor quirks, which is going to make it very tanky, which is good. And I don't know, it just feels like there's other Irbies that could do what this one wants to do better. It's going to depend on quirks. I feel like it's definitely going to have durability, but it depends what weapon quirks it has. If it had an additional 1 or 2 more ballistics, that would have been cool. But otherwise, it's okay. Mad Dog, the Revenant. I am excited about this one, as it is something the Mad Dog hasn't had before. CT hardpoints. Now, the Mad Dog is an Omni-mech, so we really don't need to care about the rest of the mech. The only thing that is cool about this mech is the center torso. Arms, we have ones with more energy. Torsos, we have ones with more missiles than that, so who cares? You can swap out this mech's hardpoints and its omnipods for other ones that have better omnipods for your use. The big thing is the CT2 energy. No other Mad Dog in the game has CT hardpoints. So this is just the best CT for Mad Dogs. It's cool. Like, the thing will be a little bit stronger that way. It's not going to be like a tiny bit pay to win, because you're getting that in terms of like Mad Dogs in a vacuum. If you're looking at like all Mad Dog performance, this one would probably be like a slight bit better because you could have a little bit more build variety with it. but it's not that big compared to all the other mechs that are out there that can compete with it. So I'm not that concerned about it, but it will allow for some refinement of builds. So you can do like the dual, I think it's A side torsos where you have 3 missile on each side. You do like the mass splat dog. You can add a pair of lasers to your CT with that. Now you don't have to armor up an arm and take that. You can strip those down to get all of that tonnage out and put it into your CT and pack them like ammo into your legs and stuff like that. And have that as an extra backup firepower for that design. So there's going to be a little bit of refinement with this new center torso pond, but it's good. And it's a 30% C-Build boosted Omni-Mech, and I value those a lot higher because you can do whatever the hell build you want on the Mad Dog with that CT and still get your 30% C-Build boost, which is good. Firestarter, the Firestorm. This is similar to the mechs like the Mauler hero and the King Crab hero, where they swapped around where their hardpoints are. This is basically like a Firestarter hero, the Ember, like a negative of it. Because the Ember had 4 energy in its arms and 4 ballistic in its torsos. This is the reverse. This has 4 ballistic in its arms and 4 energy in its torsos, with 2 ballistic in each arm, 1 energy in each side, and 2 energy in the CT. Okay. It's going to be okay. Like, you can do the same sort of builds. Basically, you can photocopy your Ember and put it onto this thing if you wish, and it'll run the exact same build, but with just different aiming, because you're not going to be tracking with your arms for the machine gun. You'll be tracking with your torso for... I mean, you wouldn't be tracking with your torso for the machine gun like you are in the Ember, because that's where theirs are. This one you're tracking with your arms. It's just vice versa. The one that this does that's a little bit better than the Ember, though, is the fact that you can just go into an energy-based build, which is easier to do on a lighter mech. You just don't have the weight to go into a ballistic-based build. You could do a pair of large lasers or a pair of large pulse and a pair of ER mediums in your torsos, strip the arms for their armor to get a little bit of extra tonnage, and just focus on the energy aspect of this mech, which is kind of cool. Of course, it's a Firestarter, it can take jump jets, and it's going to be decent. It's going to be, I feel, a little bit more flexible than the Ember. I would actually probably put the Ember slightly below this one in terms of usability, because this one has the flexibility of going pure energy boat and being a little bit stronger at doing that than the Ember could. But yeah, also, we'll have to see what quirks it gets. Then the last is the Banshee, the Siren. Now, I'm not a Banshee pilot. I've actually am very bad at driving Banshee, so my opinion maybe not be worth very much here. But we can go over its details. We've got 3 energy in the left arm, 1 energy in the right torso for a total of 4, 2 ballistic in the left torso, and 1 missile in the right arm. Now, these are working concepts for these pictures here, but we do see the missile rack being fairly high on the right arm, which is nice. It's not like it's down here and knuckle dragging, so it could be that you can peek over stuff with that missile hardpoint. That's good to know. Otherwise, I'm not really that much a Banshee pilot, so I'm not sure what I would put on this. We got a pair of ballistic, but they're in the same torso, so we can't do something like dual heavy Gauss. We could do like dual Ultra 5s, dual LBX 10s, those kind of things if we wanted to take both ballistics. Otherwise, we're going to be looking at singulars of, say, LB20s, AC20s, heavy Gausses with the ballistic side torso. 4 energy, a lot of them in the one arm with one of them in the other torso. But they're all places where we can have large weapons there. So you could go ham and get yourself like 3 large pulse and a medium laser, combine that with a big ballistic and call that your build. Put a big old engine on it in order to get in position. That could work. 1 missile in the right arm. Normally, I'd probably want to say like 1 missile is not enough to really be thinking about because it's only 1. But we do have MRM40s nowadays, which are pretty decent, and they can put out a good amount of damage for just 1 missile hardpoint. So there could be something with say, an MRM-40 and some ballistics to go with it and 4 medium lasers to back them up, it could be an okay design there, but I'm just not sure what I would put there because it's not my style of mech. But the important part about this mech, and I almost forgot about it, is jump jets, which aren't that good on an assault mech, especially like a really heavy assault mech. They tend to not have enough lift in order to move you around. But it's jump jets. If you want to have a flying Banshee, this is your opportunity. But even after going through all of those, I still have to agree with my initial assessment here. This is 7 heroes for $30. This is a very good deal comparatively to everything we've gotten before. In order to get anywhere close to this deal, you would have to get like MC with the bonus MC at the events they have like twice per year. You would have to get 50% off hero sales, and you have to combine all of those together in order to come anywhere near this amount of heroes per dollar. So I would suggest if you can find at least say 2 or 3 heroes out of this pack, yeah, pick it up. It's going to be pretty decent. They come with mech bays that if you don't like the hero and you don't think you'll ever use it, you can actually sell the hero if you want to, and you'll get a mech bay. Like, I probably will never use this urban mech. We'll see. But, you know, it's just another mech bay. So 7 mech bays, 7 heroes for $30. Pretty good. I'm personally interested in the Rifleman. I am really excited about the Mad Dog. The rest of them look okay to me. And yeah, that's my opinion. I think this is a good value. It would be absolutely nuts if they had any premium time with this, but they don't. So, otherwise, yeah, it's pretty good. That's going to be it for now. Thanks for watching, and good hunting.